So let's talk about Mexico City so far. It's really not what we expected. I had been here twice before, and I love the food, I love the culture, I love the color, it's vibrant. The reason I chose to do this video outside, where you can clearly hear Daddy Yankee and various reggaeton beats from the little dumpling store down there, which by the way goes from 7:30 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night every single day, is because I want you to get a vibe for how crazy it is here. It really is New York on steroids. There's a thronging energy here. And you know, it's just very different to the Mexico that everyone else back in the States knows. Most of my friends think I'm crazy for not going to Puerto Vallarta, Puerto Escondido, Cancun, Tulum, you know, influencer style. And I don't know what informs that. I think the beach is great. I will never stay in a resort. That's not how I like to travel. You know, my idea of a vacation is not just sitting by the pool, which I could do in the States. I want to explore. I want to get in touch with the local culture. I've been heavily influenced, those of you who know me, heavily influenced by Anthony Bourdain and his travels. And I like to meet the local people. I like to see the reality of a country and a city instead of just kind of the veneer that they want to show to American and British expats and tourists. Also, I should say, there's a big difference between a vacation for a week or two and travel. Travel is never what you think. It's never as rosy as the Instagram pictures make it look. I'd say it's been about 50% awesome, 50% utter BS out here. It's noisy, crazy, hectic. Nothing is accurate on Google. You can't find things. We couldn't find a supermarket for the first week we were here. And that's crazy in the largest populated city in North America. Stuff just doesn't work like it does in the US. But I was mindful of that when I left. I was mindful and conscious of how easy life in the States is. Everything just works, right? And I don't mean easy, like obviously people have their struggles, but I'm talking about, hey, I need to go to a pharmacy. Type in CVS, you go to CVS. Of course, it's where it said it would be. Someone helps you, you get back in your car, and you're home. Same thing with a grocery store, with a gym, anything. I spent about 30 minutes looking for a boxing gym nearby that purportedly was 0.3 miles away. I just walked around asking everyone, and everyone would give me a different answer. There. And my Spanish is not that bad. So little things like that get frustrating, but overall, like I said, the food, the culture, the color, the history, the wonderful people, the stories, it just makes it all worth it. But if you're looking to do this and you're a nomad and you're going to travel with your partner or something, just be aware it's not smooth sailing. We've had a few very difficult conversations. It's a stress pressure cooker environment here, not as chill as being in like Phuket, Koh Phi Phi, some of the sort of more typical nomad areas in Southeast Asia. Just be ready for true city living. And if you don't speak Spanish, this is my number one tip. If you don't speak Spanish, learn some. 2 reasons. 1, it's arrogant to think that everyone should speak English for you. 2, because not that many people do. Go to places like Roma Norte, which is like a cool, hip, Brooklyn kind of vibe place, or Polanco, which is more the sort of Knightsbridge, Tribeca, Chelsea crowd, like very suited and booted. They'll speak English. They might not want to with you, but they speak English. The ordinary folks in Centro and out when you get to, I can't even pronounce the names, Cuauhtémoc, Tlalpan, I don't know, I'm trying to learn better. But the sort of real Mexico City, the spread, the urban sprawl, you're not going to be able to get by with English. And I mean, not at all. So have your Google Translate, make sure you've got data on your phone, and make sure you just get Pimsleur. I'm not sponsoring, they don't sponsor me, anything like that. Pimsleur's great. You spend 30 minutes every single day doing a lesson, and it's $20 a month. You really can't say fairer than that. You just learn it parrot fashion. They'll start with a conversation, you won't understand it, and they'll say, we're going to break it down by sentence, by word, even by syllable. And then by the end of it, you're like, hey, I understand that conversation. It's a really effective method, and it's really propelled me. But obviously, there's no substitute for immersion, which has been the best way for me to learn. Every time we go to a restaurant, Vicky, who's a native Spanish speaker, I don't let her order, I don't let her ask questions. It's all me, because practice makes perfect, right? So overall, loving the energy. We have booked a month here. I'll be completely candid with you, it's a little bit too much. I'm excited to go south down to Puebla in mid-June, and then we're going to head down to Oaxaca, Puerto Escondido, places like that, a little bit more chill. I need more nature, I need more quiet, I need more peace, and that's just something I've learned about myself, you know. Close to a decade living in New York City, I dealt with the sirens and the hordes of people and the crowds and everything. Now I'm at a point in my life where I'm 32 years old, I have found meditation, I found spirituality, and I just need a lot more sort of level energy in my life. I don't like the ups and downs. I don't want to be necking 3 cold brews to sort of get jacked up and then crashing hard with a couple of mezcals, even though that is fun from time to time. I just need a bit more of a consistent energy. So yeah, that's my scoop on Mexico City so far. Look, I did do the very touristy thing. I went to Pujol. It was an amazing restaurant. I've been to Teotihuacan before. Great, you should definitely tick it off. I still want to see Frida Kahlo Museum, the Palacio de Bellas Artes. I don't know if it's open during COVID. I went on a former trip. It's amazing, great art. Costs about $2 to get in. Do the touristy stuff, right? Like, it's worth it. It's a city that does cater to that. But also just sit in a random taqueria and just watch the world go by. It's a very unique energy. I think you're gonna like it.